What's going on, everybody? I'm Kevin from Cigar Prop, and we have shelving. Not a lot. We're still trying to figure out. Any of this isn't permanent shelving. We went with some upright, or we got some uprights, and some shelving brackets. So I end up going with a company because you'll notice this. This is kind of like the Rubbermaid dual track shelving you'll find at Home Depot or Lowe's. But I wanted something a little bit more durable. So we went with a company called Nape and Vogt, KnapevOgt, made in the USA, super durable. Their tracks are, these are anachrome finish. They do have black. They do have different color. I think they have brass. They got white. But we went with an anachrome finish, just to keep, any type of rust or corrosion to build up on them. And they do make these heavy duty brackets. You'll see they actually have a bigger lip on them than most other brackets. So they'll come in and then they lock down, and like this with like 3 brackets is an ungodly amount of weight that we're probably never going to even come close to. And these are the anachrome as well. It's kind of like a brushed stainless finish is what it looks like. And then it's got some screw holes. It's got a lip right there that you can put in. As you can see, we've got, here we'll have to back up. I'm like running out of room inside here already because I got crap everywhere. So we've got 3 on this wall. We got 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. We do have the same thing, 3 on this wall, and then we've got 2 on the small wall next to the door. Now that was originally going to be a wall for, as you can see, I got my Daniel Marshall humidor here. I just got it propped open a little bit. So whatever moisture's inside here. That one's been running a little bit dry lately. The house has been real dry, so it's just been sucking the humidity straight through this. So I thought I would throw it inside here. So this was going to be wall of our desktop humidors, and then we found that it really wasn't going to work. So that's what we're going to do with the back wall there, and put up some more uprights. But we kind of want to get all the uprights and all the shelf brackets on the sides and everything else before we touch that back wall. Any reason behind that? No, we just kind of want to make sure we got all of our ducks in a row. We kind of got, everything is good. I mean, we did set all of the brackets or the uprights on the left and the right side at the exact same height. That little small one next to the door, we did have to adjust those a little bit because of the outlet up top. So at least with the sides and the back, with them all being, we should be able to go in a U shape, and all of the shelving line up completely where we need it to line up. One of the reasons why we end up going with 3 on either side is we have these long runs all the way down the entire length. What we want to be able to do is, if we needed to add another shelf, so we could put a bracket here, and then we could put another bracket right here, and then just make small runs in between there. So if we just end up doing an upright on either side, which if we're going with this 3/4 inch shelving, as you can see up here, I don't have one because I took it down for the sake of this video. This is really, I got to pull a lot of force to get it flexing. So I didn't need one in the middle if I was going with thicker shelving, but I kind of want one in the middle in case I want to do a small section in between here. I don't know if I'll ever need to do that, but I want to future-proof, because once I get everything up, I don't want to have to take everything down to put up another, upright in the middle. So if you're doing this project, it's always think about future-proofing it. Think about what can be done in the future, and visit lounges like we have done. Get some ideas. So yeah, that's what we got working on. These are 12-inch brackets. We are running 18. We're gonna do 18-inch brackets on the backside, 12s on the sides. I do have, as you can see, all this wood that's stacked up in here. All this wood is being seasoned, being moisturized, if you will. I do got to get somebody, because I don't want to buy a bandsaw right now. I bought so many tools for this, so I need to hunt down Facebook Marketplace, because 3/4 of an inch, this is way too thick. So I need someone to resaw all of these planks in half, make them a lot thinner, and then I have enough plank I can start making quite a few boxes or cabinets. We do have a ton of smaller stuff that I will be putting inside the coolers. We talked about that before, as just keeping some cedar inside there, and then being able to keep all of our desktop humidors in here as a cool display feature. So so we've been we're still using the wheel around unit. Usually every day when I come home, I'll kick it on high, turn it up to 70%, let it run for a couple of hours, and then turn it back down. And then, because I don't want it running when I'm not here, just trying to get the room seasoned up. And the room has been staying, it's at 67 now. It's been staying 67 to 70. It hasn't fallen below 67%. When the unit kicks on, it'll get up to 80-85% humidity in here. And then when I turn the unit off, within 30 minutes, it drops right down to between that 67 and 70%. I've been just trying to get the walls to slowly soak up and acclimate. And, I have a moisture meter on the walls. We've been doing this for like the last, 5 days, 7 days now with this. And those walls have not absorbed 1%. They're all right at still the 9% humidity. So it's going to take a hot minute for these walls to soak up humidity. So I was surprised. I thought they would raise up a little bit quicker, but they haven't. Here's a fun fact, something I find intriguing. As the humidity level goes up, the temperature goes up without adding any external temperature. So because I've got the temperature on here, and then I also have a temperature on my the exhaust fan. So when I turn it up here, and it runs at right now it's 75 because it is actually chilly out, but it has run 77 to 78 degrees constantly. It is always right there. Or 77, 78, because I got it set to exhaust at 79 degrees currently. Eventually I'll lower that back down, or lower it down to, 74, 75 degrees. But so as the humidity in here rises, and it gets that 80+% humidity when I have it kicking on full blast, the temperature will go up 2 to 3 degrees inside here. Sometimes as high as 4, but it's always minimum 2 degrees. And I find that intriguing, that the temperature, without anything else going on, nothing else happening inside here other than that fan coming on. And there's no way that fan is putting out enough to raise the temperature in here 2 degrees. But just by adding humidity, the temperature is rising. And I don't know if there's a correlation. It's so strange, but it's something just to think about, because in the past there's always been this discussion: is humidity and temperature correlated? Are they go hand in hand? And I have found so far testing this, they do in fact go hand in hand. The humidity goes up without adding anything else. The temperature rises on its own. So find that weird. So all right, we'll see y'all on the next one. We'll get the shelving in here and more brackets and figuring out what we're going to do. We're just taking it one day at a time in here. Don't want to rush anything at all.